What's up, y'all? Let's do this. Hi guys, welcome to Nikki's World. I'm Nikki, your host, and today, guys, I want to talk to you about the left, who is openly racist and openly want to discriminate against you because of your race, your skin color, your ethnicity, your nationality, and they are blatantly pro-affirmative action, because if you've seen what happened on SCOTUS yesterday, we're going to talk about that and so much more, guys. But before we go any further, guys, if you guys love Nikki's World so much, seriously, y'all, can y'all please consider donating a cup of coffee for me? Because for a price of a cup of coffee at Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, and Cumberland Farms, guys, you guys help keep this podcast show alive. You guys help me curate more stories, more topics like this to talk about. I do accept Bitcoin donations. I am on Locals, guys. If you guys want to support and sponsor Nikki's World, that's where I post behind the scenes content as well. If you guys love Nikki's World so much, please hit that like, subscribe. Please give me a review, good, bad, and the ugly. Also, guys, I do have affiliate links, including Audible. So if you guys want to listen to Nikki's World on Audible, you guys can sign up in the link in the description below. And before we get the show on the road, literally, guys, if you guys love this episode and any of my other episodes on Nikki's World, please consider sharing this across all the social media platforms that are out there today. Woo-wee, wow, yeah, wow. Those are the formalities of all that. And, by the way, guys, in the second week of July, Amazon's going to have Prime Week, okay? So if you guys want to shop for Prime deals on Amazon, I will have links in the description below, links in my podcast website, and links on my blog website. So if you guys want to shop for Amazon Prime deals and all that, you guys can go through my website for that, all right? So let's get on with the show, all right? So yesterday, guys, I had to give the Dan Bongino rule. Give it 24 hours to let the story settle down, and then gather all the facts and relevant data from this. And it seems like from the Supreme Court of the United States yesterday, they struck down affirmative action. They struck down that schools cannot be racist, that they can't have quotas, they can't discriminate based on your race, your sex, gender identity, sexual orientation. They can't discriminate against your ethnicity or nationality. They cannot discriminate that. And then as soon as that ruling came down, which was like what? which was the University of North Carolina case and the Harvard University case, the left came out of their mama's basement, the woodwork, the barn, their Starbucks baristas, and oh my fucking God, they were having a shit fit, a temper tantrum. They were basically having a fucking freaking nuclear meltdown because the court struck down that they cannot discriminate based on race. So they were having a fucking freaking nuclear meltdown because the left wanted to discriminate and use affirmative action, and the Supreme Court struck back and said, I'm sorry, you can't do that. That violates the 14th Amendment, which is the Equal Protection Clause. They were having a fucking nuclear meltdown, and it was glorious to see. It was, oh my God, it was the best thing in the whole wide fucking world, okay? It was the best thing in the world to see them have a freaking nuclear meltdown. They were basically, ladies and gentlemen, having a meltdown of epic proportions, okay? It was the fact that the left blatantly and openly promoted affirmative action, which was them saying that they are racist, that they think that black people can't get ahead without white people or white liberals helping them. So they were pissed like no tomorrow, okay, guys? They were pissed that they can't discriminate anymore. That now they're having a temper tantrum saying, oh, the school's gonna be made up of like what? More whites, more Asians. Telling you, man, the left is having a freak out over this. The left is freaking out. And I'm telling you, man, I got several articles on this, by the way, okay? A couple of them from the New York Post, you know what I mean? And they're all going to be linked in the description below. They are freaking out because they know they can't discriminate anymore. They know that they can't, like, discriminate based on race, you know? The left basically is like this. They're all big on, like affirmative action, which is, to me, more like racism, keeping like blacks, Asians down, you know? And then they want to like say, oh, we want white liberals, you know what I mean? To me, guys, it was a hallelujah moment, okay? That says that colleges in the United States of America cannot discriminate based on race, okay? In my opinion, guys, we should go one step fucking further. Congress should make it a law that you cannot use affirmative action in any civil society. They should make it illegal that if you use affirmative action, which is the less favorite thing to do, it should be illegal. It should be punishable in court, and you should be fined to oblivion. Okay? That's me, because I believe like this, that affirmative action is why I'm not getting the jobs I want to get. Okay? It's why I didn't get into the schools that I wanted to go to. I wouldn't be surprised, ladies and gentlemen, that affirmative action was why I didn't get to go to the University of Connecticut. Okay? Wouldn't be surprised, ladies and gentlemen. Wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be shocked. Alright? That I didn't get to go to UConn. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be, ladies and gentlemen. But That's why I believe affirmative action is why I am not getting the job, okay? I am not getting hired in many places. I am not being able to work in many places. Wouldn't be surprised, ladies and gentlemen. I would not be surprised. But right now, I am glad that colleges can no longer use race to justify excluding Asians or anyone based on race. Now the left is freaking out that, oh, we have to go on merit or we have to go on qualifications. The left hates that because you know why? The left loves affirmative action so much. The left, in my opinion, they're the ones that are racist. They're the ones that are the racist. You know how they love to promote CRT, which is critical racist theory? Okay, because to me, they're promoting like racism. They're promoting that you should judge everything based on race. That's the left. You should judge everything based on a person's race, skin color, like ethnicity. That's the left. And then all of a sudden you had the PINO go on the air saying like this, oh, this is not a normal court. This is not normal. And then you had the liberal media having a fucking freaking nuclear meltdown. And then you had like people on the MSNBC saying, "Oh, this is wrong. This is wrong. We want affirmative action. We want to be racist." That's what the left is trying. That's what the left has been pushing. They've been pushing for affirmative action, which means they want to be racist. They want to deny people based on their race in going to college. Okay? They want to deny all that. So now that the courts came back, okay, including Justice Clarence Thomas came back and says, you can't use race as a deciding factor in admitting someone to college. You cannot use race. You see what I mean? So the left is freaking out because they can't use affirmative action to discriminate against Asian Americans or whites from attending college. And the left is right now like having a fucking meltdown, a temper tantrum. They're going and saying, get my nitro pills. The sad reality is, guys, the left hates. The left hates you based on your race. The left loves to discriminate you based on your race. They love racism. They love discrimination. And this SCOTUS ruling just goes to show that we are winning. We are saying that we don't want affirmative action. We want to be judged based on our qualifications, based on our merits. We don't want to be judged based on our skin color, because that's wrong. I mean, if Martin Luther King was alive today and he saw what the left is doing by saying, oh, I want affirmative action, I want this and this, he would say, that is the definition of racism. Judging someone based on their race, their ethnicity, and their skin color. Yeah, that is the definition of racism, ladies and gentlemen. That is, okay? And to me, guys, that is why I am glad that we are finally seeing the left having a fucking freaking nuclear meltdown, okay? We are finally seeing them like having a freak out because they can't be racist anymore. They can't discriminate anymore. And on top of that, they cannot, you know what I mean? They cannot deny people based on race. Okay? They cannot. And the left right now is freaking out over this. And to me, guys, that's good. That's good. That's good. Because I don't want to discriminate someone based on their race. I want to judge someone based on their character and qualifications. Okay? If you got two people who want to apply to go to school, take race out of the factor. Okay? Take sex out of the factor. Take gender out of the factor. Instead, base it off on grades. If you have the grades to go to college, that's great. We don't care if you're black, white, Hispanic, Asian, or straight, whatever. If you have the grades, then you can go to college. Okay? It's like, just because you don't have the grades to go to college, and then all of a sudden you say, well, because I'm black or Asian or white or LGBTQ, male, female, I couldn't go to I didn't have the grades to go to college, but they let you in because of that. That's discrimination. That's the definition of discrimination. And to me, guys, that is why we need to get rid of it. That is why, in my opinion, affirmative action should be banned in this country. Okay? It should be illegal to use affirmative action. Trust me, guys. Trust me. Oh yeah, and that's good coffee from Dunkin' Donuts, guys. But trust me, we should ban affirmative action in this country. I tell you this SCOTUS ruling yesterday should be the stepping stone to ban affirmative action in all of civil society in this country. And this is why I am a supporter of wiping out affirmative action in the workplace, in civil society, in any profession, and basically in this country. I am all for saying this, is that affirmative action should be banned in society. You shouldn't be allowed to discriminate based on a person's race and deny equal opportunities, equal access to anyone based on race. But the funny part is, the left loves to discriminate based on a person's race. The left loves affirmative action, folks. The left is all in on affirmative action. That's why yesterday, after the Supreme Court made their ruling, you saw the biggest fucking freaking nuclear meltdown of all time. Okay? You saw Clarence Thomas dropping the 14th Amendment on them like no tomorrow. You saw Clarence Thomas dropping the Equal Protection Clause on them like a nuclear bomb. And the left is freaking out over it. The left is like saying, oh, I can't be racist. I can't judge people based on race. Oh. So they're freaking out over it. They're having a freak out session. Okay? So they're basically having a freaking nuclear meltdown and basically trying to say, oh, the court is all wrong. Oh, the court is not right. They're not allowing affirmative action. They're not allowing us to handicap blacks and deny Asians. Anytime, ladies and gentlemen, a left or Democrat says they are all for affirmative action, they are all, and I'll say this, in translation, they are all for racism. They are all for being racist. Okay? And if Democrats run on that, I'm a guarantee you this. They are going to lose with their fucking pants on fire. they are going to have a fucking freaking nuclear meltdown like no tomorrow. They are essentially going to be in a lose-lose situation, and they are going to basically have their ass handed to them. All right? They literally are, in my opinion. The fact is, guys, is this. The left wants to be racist. The left is openly racist. The left and Democrats are openly saying that they are okay with judging you based on who you are, what you are, this and this and this. That's what the left and Democrats are saying on their liberal media outlets, that they are openly racist. They are pro CRT, which is to me called critical racist theory, and they are pro affirmative action, which means they are pro excluding like whites, blacks, Asians, Hispanics based on their race. This is why, guys, yesterday's SCOTUS ruling is a win. It's a huge win. And it is a win like no tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Chalk that up as a win, because I'm telling you right now, we're winning. We are winning. We are beating back against the left, against Democrats. We are winning the culture wars, ladies and gentlemen. Even though you don't see it, even though you don't see it, but look deeper, ladies and gentlemen. Look deeper. We are winning the culture war. We are winning the war against the left, against Democrats, okay? All these small victories, ladies and gentlemen, are going to add up in the 2024 presidential election. I promise you this. I promise you. Everybody wants these big, huge victories, okay? But I'm telling you, you don't get huge victories overnight. You start out small. Those small victories over time will snowball into a larger and larger victories, okay? We don't win overnight. We win in the long haul. And I'll give you a good analogy of this. I invest in the stock market, guys, okay? So I invest in companies for the long haul. I don't invest in the short term, okay? I don't buy short and sell short. I buy for the long term, okay? So same thing here in social and political issues. I take every small victory as a win because we're building up, okay? We are building our wins like over a long period of time. And sooner or later, it's going to be a huge snowball win, and we are going to win so badly that I am going to tell you this right now, guys, that it's going to snowball. And by the time November 7, 2024 comes around, all those small victories are going to add up. They're going to add up royally, okay? They're going to add up so royally that the Democrats will never be able to win an election ever again. They'll never win a federal election. State elections are a different story, but they'll never win, okay? But to me, ladies and gentlemen, to me, these small victories, including the affirmative action case, just goes to show that the left is all in on racism. The left is all in on discriminating against you because of your race, okay? Now, I wouldn't be surprised, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm a victim of affirmative action. Wouldn't be surprised because as I said before, I know I once applied to college at UConn and got turned down. Probably not because of my grades, probably because of my race, and was denied admission and was passed over, and more likely was given to someone who didn't have the qualifications but looked right to get in. Wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised, ladies and gentlemen. I would not be surprised if that's the case, that I got denied admission to UConn because of my race. Wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised as well, guys, that a lot of jobs that I applied, I got denied because of my race, of how I appear. Wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it turns out that workplaces are using affirmative action to discriminate based on your race, based on all the characteristics out there. I wouldn't be surprised. But what we do need to do, guys, and this is what I am pushing for, okay? I am pushing for federal legislation to outlaw affirmative action. To outlaw affirmative action in the workplace, okay? In civil society, and in any place in this country, okay? That means you cannot use affirmative action to deny a qualified white, black, Hispanic, or Asian person from a job, from employment, from promotion, from like anything in American society. I am all for eliminating affirmative action. I am all for banning it. And I would, and this is my thing, guys, I would only support candidates who will, in writing, on day one, if they get elected, is to write a law that bans affirmative action and that complies with the SCOTUS ruling. If they can't guarantee that to me, then they don't get my vote, and they don't get my support, they don't get my endorsement. And I will say like this: thank you, have a nice day. You can go around the lake over there for all I care. Pretty much, guys. Pretty much. And that's why, to me, guys, I am all for wiping out affirmative action. I am pretty much dead set in saying, no, we cannot discriminate against a person based on their race. We cannot. Now, on the conservative side, we're championing this. We're all happy about this, because now the left can't discriminate. The left can't openly discriminate. All right, especially at like Harvard University, Asians have been excluded from Harvard because of their race and due to affirmative action. Harvard can't discriminate anymore, and now they went on saying, oh, well, we're going to go based on the person's essay. They're trying to sidestep SCOTUS, but they know that lawyers around the corner are going to eat that alive. They're going to eat that so much that Harvard will have no choice but to judge someone based on their qualifications, based on grades, okay? They're going to say like this: okay, if you meet our minimum required, and we're going to have a standard minimum saying, all right, if you have a ACT score of, say, a 25, or an SAT score of, say, 1,000, right? Say if you have those, they're going to say, well, you meet our minimum. You can now apply to our school, and we will judge you against another student who has the same the same requirements, and we're going to try to pick whether you have the GPA or the grades, and that's it. Okay, so that's why I am all for wiping out affirmative action. That's why I believe, like, when I applied to grad school, I didn't get in because of affirmative action. I think like this. The grad schools I applied after I graduated from college, I probably didn't get in because of affirmative action. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised, ladies and gentlemen, because I did apply after college to go get my master's degree in social work and was more than likely turned down because of affirmative action. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if that's the case. And if that's the case, then the colleges that turned me down due to affirmative action should at least write back to me and say, hey, we're sorry, we did this. I think we should offer you a chance of coming in. They should. But I'll never see that happen. I'll never see it happen. You know? I'll never see it. But I know that in my heart that a lot of colleges used affirmative action to discriminate me against going to grad school and all that. So that is something I'm saying that I know I'll never see that happen. I know that the left is openly racist, openly hostile. They'll openly discriminate against you. So I'll never see that happen. And in my heart, I know that the left is blatantly open racist. And to me, any Democrat that says that they are all for, like, affirmative action, I'm just going to say this right now. I'm going to assume that you are all for being racist, that you are all for discriminating someone based on their race. Enough said, because that's how I'm going to assume. Any Democrat that says that they are, basically it's like this. I'm going to assume any Democrat, liberal, leftist that says that they are all for affirmative action, I'm going to assume that they are all for racism, that they are all for discriminating and being racist against a person because of their skin or their racial group. Simple as that. Simple as that. Anyway, I want to talk about like this article that came out from the UK Daily Mail about Bidenomics. All right. It seems Joe Biden is taking the same fucking playbook of Reaganomics and basically parroting the trickle-down economy, which is what? Bullshit and full of shit. Yeah. It's like, how can these people say they are all for like Bidenomics and trickle-down economy? Basically, it's like this. They want to promote destroying this country. They want to promote wiping the economy. They want to promote making you, me, everyone poor, making it harder for me, you, me, and everyone to find work. I'll say this out. I'll say this up front here on the podcast show. Because of Biden's economy, I can't find work in this country anymore. I can't find work in the state of Connecticut anymore because of Biden's economy and his so-called Bidenomics. I can't find work anymore. I can't find a job. I can't find any company to fucking hire me because of Biden's economy. Yeah, Biden's economy is why I can't find a job. Okay? And the fact that I can't find a job, we're basically in a recession. I didn't get that. We're basically in a depression. And I'm sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. If you heard that from Siri on my Apple Watch, I do apologize. All right? But like I said, because I can't find work in Biden's economy, I'm in a depression. I'm in a recession. Okay? I'm in a recession and a depression. I've applied to so many places in the state of Connecticut for work. And as of right now, I can't find a job. I can't find gainful employment in this country, okay, and in this state, because Biden's economy has wrecked this country, okay? I'll give you a history lesson here. If you know what happened in the 70s when we had stagflation, where everything was stagnant, I mean, nobody couldn't afford stuff. Everything was so unaffordable that people couldn't afford things. People couldn't be able to find work. Everybody was so unemployed. The unemployment rate in the 70s was so sky high, it was not even fucking funny. Now you look at, like, now 2020, the employment rate in the PINO era is now mirroring what happened during the Carter and Ford days. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, it's like the 70s all over again. It's like the 60s and 70s all over again here in this country. And the fact that people like me can't find work. People like me, regardless of our degree, qualifications, and all this shit, we can't find gainful employment. Okay? That's why, because of the PINOs or Joe Biden, so-called Bidenomics, he thinks that he's creating this economy. He thinks that his economic policies is boosting this country. If it's boosting this country, how come people like me are out of work? How come people like me can't find a job? How come people like me can't get gainful employment? Any leftist, Democrat, and liberal who believes in Bidenomics, I'm going to say this. I have a fucking bridge in Brooklyn that I'm willing to part ways and sell to you. It's that simple. If you believe that shit, then I guarantee you they're gullible to believe everything, including the COVID bullshit and the COVID crap. Okay? I guarantee you that they're the ones that are willing to say, oh, this. Would not be surprised, ladies and gentlemen. I would not be surprised at all. I wouldn't be. But, like I said, guys, Biden's economic policies is why I am having a hard time trying to find work. I am having such a hard time trying to find gainful employment in this tough, rough economic times that it is practically impossible for me to have a job. It is practically impossible to get gainful employment in this country. For all intents purposes, guys, I am in a depression. I am in a recession. I can't find work in this country, no matter what my resume says, no matter what my qualification says, no matter how many like degrees, job histories. No job in this country right now, no company right now has ever given me a shot, has ever given me a fair chance, has never given me a chance at employment. They never have. And I'm sorry to say this, is that this country has never given me the opportunity to go to work. This country has never, ever gave me a shot at having a job, okay? This is why, like I said earlier, I am all for wiping out affirmative action. I am all for getting rid of, like, basically judging you based on your race. I am all for basically, like, judging you based on your qualifications, based on if you meet the requirements for the job. That's it. But the thing is, right now, a lot of employers right now in this country, no matter how many places I've applied, no matter how many resumes I've dumped, no matter how many times I've dropped, like, applications, applied online, sent my resume online, I have never, ever been able to find a job. I've never. And the sad thing here is, ladies and gentlemen, is that as an Asian American in this country, Biden's economic policies is why I am not working. Okay? Biden's economic policies is why I don't have a job. Is why I am not gainfully employed. Why I am not making money in this country. Okay? His policies is clearly why I'm not working. Okay? His policies are why I'm not clearly making money. I'm not, like, gainfully employed. His economic policies is why I'm in the poorhouse. And why I'm trying so hard to make money in this country. Okay? I know I have, like, Amazon affiliate links. Okay? And I have a bunch of other affiliate links. But I'm not making any money because no one's, like, buying stuff through the links that I posted. You know what I mean? And I'm not making any money because no one has given me an opportunity to work. No one's ever given me a chance by saying, oh, you want a job? Here, we'll give you a chance. You have 90 days. You have 6 months as like to prove yourself. If you don't prove yourself within 6 months, we're gonna let you go because that was your probationary period. And that's understandable. That's understandable. But right now, I'm finding it harder and harder to find work. I really am, guys. I really am. It's pissing me off right now. It is. It's pissing me off that I can't find work because of Biden's economic policies. Okay? Biden's economic policy is why I can't find a job. It's that simple. Bidenomics is creating an unemployment crisis in this country. And I wouldn't be surprised by next year that half the country is unemployed, that half the country can't find a job, that half the country can't make a living anymore. Wouldn't be surprised, guys. I would not be surprised. And I wouldn't be surprised if that is a sad fact. That is a sad reality. Because I'm telling you this right now. Biden's economic policies is probably why people like me can't find a job. People like me can't earn a living. People like me can't make money anymore. Wouldn't be surprised, ladies and gentlemen. I would not be surprised one bit. Okay? I would not be surprised. Because people like me, man, you know, people like me who cannot find work in this country. And I say like this, I've said like this on all my social media sites. I blame every Democrat and every fucking liberal for why I can't find work in this country, why I can't find a job. I blame every Democrat and every fucking liberal in this country for why I am unemployed, why why I am not working, why I am not making money, why I am not moving ahead in this world. It's that simple, folks. It's that simple. I see the fact that this economy is making it harder for people like me to find work, to pay our bills, to make a living. Okay? I see that. I see that. And I see the fact that people like me can't make money anymore because of Biden's economic policies. Yeah, and I see the fact that I can't get employed anymore because of his economic policies. Pretty much, guys. Pretty much. And to me, guys, Biden's policies is why I can't live the American dream anymore. Yeah, Biden's policies is why the American dream has become the American nightmare. It has been a huge fucking nightmare in this country. It really has. It really has been. And to me, to me, it's like this. Biden's economic policy has caused an American nightmare instead of the American dream. And people like me can't be able to live the American dream. You know, to me, my American dream is to be able to have a good career, good paying job, to be able to buy a house or a condo, you know what I mean? To be able to live the middle class life and not worry about making money. Yeah, but now I worry. I really do. I really do, man. But anyway, before we run out for today, guys, I want to talk about this, guys. I want to talk about this other recent Supreme Court case that came down where this web designer was sued by the Colorado Human Rights Commission because they wouldn't make a website for a same-sex couple. This is the same group that motherfucking sued this baker because he refused to bake a cake for a gay couple, for a transgender person. To me, in any sane civil society, we would have had this Human Rights Commission investigated for any RICO statute violations, any civil human rights violations, and basically any racketeering going on. Because to me, I believe it's a racketeering because they want to shake down people who don't conform to their leftist ideology, like saying that, oh, men can be women, women can be men, two men can have kids, or this and this and this. To me, if I were a normal FBI or normal DOJ, I would have had the Colorado Human Rights Commission investigated immediately. I would have had. I go one step further. I think Judicial Watch and James O'Keefe should investigate the Colorado Human Rights Commission. Basically expose them for their malfeasance and for their criminal activities. Because I wouldn't be surprised, ladies and gentlemen, that these people were shaking them down because they wanted to get rid of people who didn't conform to their ideology, or who didn't say that, oh, men can be women, women can be men, or that this web designer didn't allow having same-sex things. Here's the question. Why would this web designer Or why would this gay couple go to this web designer? I mean, why? What in particular? There's billions of other web designers out there they could have gone to. But I think like this. The people who run the Colorado Human Rights Commission should all be investigated. There should be criminal investigations into this organization, because I suspect they are running like a racketeering operation. They are running a shakedown operation. They are running an operation to get rid of people because of their values, their beliefs, and all that shit. I believe there's criminal intent disguised as legal law that should be investigated. And to me like this, when SCOTUS came back and said, nah, we're going to side with the web designer because they have the free speech protected by the Constitution. But then the Colorado Human Rights Commission is probably back at what? In Colorado Springs or Denver having a fucking freaking nuclear meltdown because they can't shake down people, or they can't sue people because they basically say they can't do this and this and this. I'm telling you this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you this, man. These people should be criminally investigated. Someone should get a hold of James O'Keefe and Project Veritas and literally go after the Colorado Human Rights Commission. Literally go after them with a fine-tooth comb. I mean, literally shake the organization upside down and see what comes out. Because I wouldn't be surprised that these people are doing this because they want to shake down certain people because of their political beliefs or their religious beliefs or any beliefs whatsoever. Wouldn't be surprised, guys. Wouldn't be surprised. And to me, it's nothing but a shakedown. It is. It's nothing but a shakedown. And I, for one, believe that these people who are shaking down this baker, this web designer, should be criminally investigated. There should be a RICO statute investigation done on these people. And if there is, automatically throw them in federal prison with no parole whatsoever. I would do that in a fucking heartbeat. And I'm telling you this right now, guys. These people should be criminally investigated. They should criminally be investigated and should literally be like shaken down for it. They literally should, man. I look at it like this, ladies and gentlemen. I look at it like this. What these people are doing, like with criminal intent, you know what I mean? Trying to shake down people, trying to harass these business folks because of their political beliefs. That's just wrong. That's just wrong in my book. That's just outright wrong. That's just wrong on so many other fucking freaking levels. That's just wrong. That is, guys. That's just wrong. Okay, that's just wrong. But I'm just gonna say this, guys. I'm just gonna say this. Freedom of speech matters, and if this Colorado Human Rights Commission can't get that through their fucking thick head, someone should just go there and slap them upside their head and maybe slap the Constitution in their fucking face. They should. Maybe someone should slap the Constitution right in their face and make them reread the Constitution. It's that simple, guys. It's that simple. But for me, the way I look at it like this shouldn't have gone all the way to SCOTUS. But because the Colorado Human Rights Commission wanted to keep doing this fucking again and again and again, these people don't fucking learn their lesson. These people do not learn their lessons at all. They don't even learn anything. They don't. They think that, oh, we should keep doing this. We should keep doing this. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Do these people ever think clearly? Do these people ever think logically? Because I'm going to come out and say this. They probably don't. They probably don't think at all. And they probably think stupidly, in my opinion. They probably do. They probably do, guys. And to me, they probably think like an idiot. Okay? They probably do. But that's just me, guys. That's just me. That's just me, but wow. Wow, man. Wow. We got through like a whole hour for y'all. Almost close to an hour, man. Almost close to an hour, but like I said, man, we got through everything today. We got through what I wanted to talk about today on the show. You know what I mean? So we got through it all for you. But hey, guys, I know it's this weekend. Please, guys, stay safe, stay sane out there. Don't do anything stupid, because I'm telling you right now, the 4th of July weekend is coming up, and everybody's going to be gone for the 4th of July weekend. So my advice, guys, don't do anything stupid, because court's not open until July 5th. So please don't do anything dumb, stupid. Please, all right? So have a safe 4th of July weekend. God bless the United States of America. God bless this country. You know what I mean? All right? So I thank you guys for listening to Nikki's World. I'm Nikki, your host. And if you guys want to support Nikki's World, please shop through my affiliate links out there. I get a cut in the sale. So if you guys want to help me through that, links in the description below. And thank you guys for listening. I will see y'all soon. Bye for now. You just listened to an episode of Nikki's World. Thanks for listening. We'll see y'all soon. Bye for now.